You just stay.
Yeah, stay.
Okay, here is the first 5 people. Wait, I have to. Can you guys see each other?
It's alright, come over here.
Can you see 5 people?
I don't see.
Ooh, it's all close.
Are you guys showing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not.
Okay. Okay.
We're done.
Okay. Now for my presentation.
For her communications plan.
I have to do this. In Africa, a young boy named Pascal wasn't even thinking of school when he boarded a bus at 13. But he would take him hundreds of miles away from his mother, who was drunk. She wasn't feeding them or able to take care of them and his brother. He ended up in the streets. A year later, he found a school that helps poor kids go to school. He started to attend a free program with millions of other kids, about 46 million kids in Africa. Nearly half of them never set foot in a classroom. In 2006, kids accounted for 46% out of the school population in the world. About 60 million kids who get fees waived to start school do not show up for the second half of term because of other fees like transportation. Getting in school and staying is very hard between poverty, healthcare, and being an adult when they are only children. In Eastern Cape in Africa, 72% of the poverty, because so many people are in poverty, it is hard for families to send their children to school. With book costs, attendance, and transportation to and from school, families tend to not send their kids. Many women are sometimes widows from their husband being in diamond mines or taking risky jobs to support the family. When more than half of the country is living in poverty, it is hard to feed their children or even clothe them. However, could they afford school? Africa itself is having a hard time funding schools. Schools lack enough materials such as books or desks. Africa itself is having a hard time funding schools. Schools lack enough material. Not every children will get a book or even a desk to sit at. If that's not bad, classes are overcrowded because they do not have enough teachers to teach. Around 27% of public schools do not have running water. 78% of them are without libraries, and 78% do not have computers. In Africa, gender is a big difference on who goes to school. In schools, 69% of girls are likely to enroll in school, where there's only 31% boys are unlikely to enroll in school. Why? Well, when you come from a poor family, boys are more likely to go to school over girls. Families rather send boys to school before the girls because of the crime and drugs. Also because they need help with chores around the hut, and to them, this is a woman's job. Also in Africa, they believe in early marriage and pregnancy. By the time a kid is 15, they are already pregnant and maybe getting married. Families of violence or forced marriage that get pregnant, approximately 529,000 women die during childbirth. This is why families will send their boys over girls, because it is less likely for them to drop out. This does not mean that boys do not drop out. They drop out or do not attend because of their family's needs with help with the money. So these young boys go off across the border to try to find work in coal mines or diamond mines just to support their family. With violence increasing in Africa, many children are not living long enough to even make it to get into school. Violence is escalating because people are so poor. They are fighting each other for food, water, and shelter. A lot of kids are not going to school because of even trying to get into school is a struggle. Young boys can get robbed for their clothes or even books that they have. They'll even get on the way to school, they'll get forced into violent acts, joining war or other things to help Africa. Girls will get robbed or raped on their way to school. This is also causing a spread of AIDS and HIV. Kids with parents that were raped and have died from AIDS or HIVs are most likely to never even make it into a classroom. Africa is improving, but it has a long way to go. With everything that is going on, poverty, violence, and HIV, it is very hard for kids to go to school or even get into school. Africa needs help, and the more people who know about it and understand it can help. With millions of parents dying from AIDS and HIVs, they're leaving their children to fend for themselves and their siblings. Because of this, they have to work hard and take care of their family and won't even think about going to school. So let's help Africa help itself and educate people about the problems. Every child deserves to go and get a great education, and it shouldn't be their responsibility to take care of adult problems. They deserve to get an education that's as great as everybody else's. Thank you.